Welcome back to another grocery haul. I have been to Asda and Home Bargains and barely bought anything at all. I've gone just before I pick my son up from school. Usually I go straight from dropping him off straight to the shops because that's when the yellow stickers come in. However, I had to get home today for the painters and decorators who then didn't turn up, so which annoyed me. But it's one of those things. So I had to go before the school run because otherwise there's no point in going all the way there to come all the way back, to go all the way back again. So I just did it on the school run. So there was no clearance items, which is a little bit annoying because I do love a yellow sticker. But I got basics, just basics, because my son is not going to be here this weekend. I'm going to be eating food out of the freezer. So I'm not going to have like a lot of food that I'm going to need to cook for myself. So I picked up about 4 or 5 items in Asda, about 4 or 5 items in Home Bargains. I spent less than £20. So let's see what Aldi is going to bring me tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be less than 35 and I'll be back on track again. But someone said because I've been buying like gifts and stuff in my grocery haul, which is why the cost of the grocery is just continuing to rise. So this week I didn't buy anything for anybody. No gifts for Easter, nothing. I just bought what I needed and it was less than £20. But tomorrow I think it'll be a little bit more expensive. And next week I'm actually going to not be doing a grocery haul, but going to be doing a food shop challenge instead. So I'm not going to say anything about it now. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe so you see my food challenge next week rather than a grocery haul. But let me flip the camera around now and show you what I got in Asda and what I got in Home Bargains today. So this is Home Bargains and it cost me £8.24. So I got some more fruit strings for my son's lunchbox. Next week is the last week of school and then it's Easter holidays for 2 weeks. They had a cucumber in this week. It's the cheapest in Home Bargains at 79p. I wouldn't particularly go in there just to get the cucumber, but as I'm in there anyway, it just makes sense to pick a cheaper one up. And I got my chocolate rice cakes because I love them. More Doritos for my son because my nieces came last weekend and they each had a bag, even though I said no. I was upstairs and they helped themselves, so I had to get some more Doritos. I then needed some more cleaning wipes as well, some more body spray for myself. I usually have that one just to spray on before I go and do the school run. You know, I don't want to wear my nice perfume just to do a school run, so I just get a cheap one for the school run. And then I've got some witch hazel because somebody said this is really good for the black lines under my eyes, to put a little dab of witch hazel on each night. I don't know whether that's worth it, but I'll give it a try and I'll let you know. So all of that cost me £8.24. And then in Asda, I have made a bit of a mess with this. This was £7.89. I got some little mini mushrooms and some more fizzy bats for my son, just because. And I got his salted popcorn that he likes. But I am going to try and do the popcorn that I have. I'm going to try and make them salted too. Don't know how, but I'm going to give it a go. I got some ginger, some raw ginger, because there's a few people around me at the moment that are poorly and I've been hanging around them and I'm like, I don't want to get ill. So I'm going to make another one of my immunity shots. I will link the video of that in the description box if you want to go and see that. But it's lemon, apple cider vinegar, and ginger, and there's something else, can't remember. Blend it all together, put it through a sieve so that all the bits come out and you've just got pure juice, and then you just take a shot every morning and it's really, really good for your immunity. But again, I will link the video for that in the description box below. I then got some blueberries because obviously full of antioxidants and blueberries are really good for you. We're running out of chocolate spread. My son has this with some breadsticks when he comes home from the school run. Also got some baked beans and sausages because we used our last tin last week, and I always like to have a tin in the cupboard because if I'm running late for anything or I'm rushing, a quick beans and sausages on toast is a great meal. And then my mum asked if I could grab her some Pringles, so I got these Pringles original. I don't know why there's Super Mario on there, but there we go. And all of that cost me £7.89. So for both Asda and Home Bargains so far, it's under 20. But let's see what Aldi brings me tomorrow. Okay, this is everything I got from Aldi, and I spent £26 something or other. I can't remember how much exactly, but I really budgeted, and I really sat down yesterday and made a very tight meal plan with some snack ideas and everything. Plus, my son is not with me this weekend, which is going to help save money more. I do need to go back to the shop on Monday because I need to pick up bread, strawberries, and some kind of chicken seasoning mix, which I'll talk about in a sec. But let's quickly go over what I got in Aldi today. So I got some bananas. They're 75% off, but I like the bananas to go really brown because then I'm going to make some banana oat cookies and some banana chocolate mousse cups for snacks and desserts and things like that. So they will have to stay just like that for a little while until they get a bit browner. I've got some kiwis. I usually pick them up in Asda, but I don't know about anybody else, but Asda fruit seems to be really horrible at the moment, just not very nice. So I didn't pick any fruit up there yesterday, and I'm trying the kiwis back in Aldi again. My spinach, I picked up some raspberries. I picked up blueberries yesterday, but I really feel like some raspberries, so I got some of those for the weekend for myself. Some sweet mini peppers, spring onion, some radishes, cherry. These are actually plum tomatoes. I picked up the wrong ones, but they were the same price. And I got some oranges. Freezer wise, I got some frozen raspberries for my breakfast in the morning, 2 tubs of Greek yogurt because I eat this quite a lot, some ham for my son's lunches. He's having jam or ham at the moment, one or the other. So that's what we've got. We've got jam in the fridge already. Do you put jam in the fridge when it's open? Let me know. And then they found these squidgies, so they're squashies ice cream lollies. They were only £1.9 for 6, so I think £1.9 or £1.29. I'll put it up here for you. So yeah, I was quite happy about that because he absolutely loves these ice cream lollies, so I got those for him. I then got myself some almond milk. They finally had the multi-grain rice cakes back in, which my son really loves, so I got 2 packs of them because I still got a pack of salt and vinegar and sweet chili rice cakes in the cupboard. And I got some more caramel rice cakes because they're my absolute favourite. More mixed nuts to have as a snack. I picked up mushrooms, sweet tea mushrooms from Asda yesterday. And I was chatting away with my son as I was putting the shopping away, and I gave him a couple. And because we were chatting, you know what it's like. You just keep eating them, don't you? And all of a sudden the packet was gone. So I had to get some more. 2 bars of dark chocolate. Some more toasted muffins. I will wrap these up and I'll pop them in the freezer. He's got lots of pork patties, but he's got no muffins. And he doesn't like pork patties in a roll. It needs to be in a muffin. Don't ask me why, but that's the way it is. And finally, I got some sweet chili rice crackers as well. Because I still got a pack of the lightly salted rice crackers too. So that is everything I got, and it cost me £26 something. So I know that my shopping bill is very, very low this week, but I'll put on the screen how much things were in Asda, Home Bargains and in Aldi this week. As I said, I need to go back on Monday to get a few little bits that my son's not here for the weekend, so I don't see the point in getting bread now because it will just go to waste. So it's better to go and get it on Monday before he gets home from school. And then I know that the bread is fresh for the rest of the week. And I also need to pick up strawberries. Again, if I get them now, they're not going to last till Monday. So it's easier to get them on Monday. But I'll flip over to me now and talk through a quick meal plan. So a meal plan for this week is, as I said, my son is with his dad for the weekend. So I have got a lot of red lentils. So I'm going to make a big, massive batch of red lentil tofu. And I'm pretty much going to have that all weekend for my dinners with all the vegetables that I bought apart from the peppers. On Monday, when he's back, I am going to make some chicken fajita mix thing. So I'm going to cut up all the peppers and put them in a casserole dish with the chicken, with the seasoning that I forgot to pick up today, and just pop it in the oven and just let it cook. Also probably going to put some cherry tomatoes in there. Now my son will not like any of those vegetables with it because he only eats raw vegetables, and the cooked vegetables he eats is sweet corn or peas. So I'll do some of those with him as well, so he can have some vegetables with his dinner. But I'm going to get some wraps out so he can have some chicken wraps with some peas or sweet corn on the side, and I will have the chicken with the peppers and everything else. And that should also give me leftover leftovers for Tuesday because I've still got some chicken in the freezer, but it's kind of like I've cooked the chicken and I froze it again. So I thought I'd just use that again, and I can have that on Monday and Tuesday. And on Tuesday, my son will have pizza because it's martial arts day. On Wednesday, he's back with his dad, and I have 3 or 4 sweet potatoes that need to be used up. So I'm going to have those on Wednesday and Thursday. And my son on Thursday is going to have leftover mac and cheese. So that is kind of the meal plan between Friday and Thursday. So I really was really savvy with the food that we've got, budgeting and stuff like that. Snack wise, I found lots of cheese puffs in the freezer. So my son can have cheese puffs for a snack. He can have peanut butter on rice cakes. I'm going to make the oat cookies so he can have those. We've got crisps, we've got sweets, we've got some cake as well. So he's going to be absolutely fine having his snacks for the week. And my snacks again is mixed nuts, some rice cakes. I'll make the oat cookies, the banana chocolate mousse cups as well. And they'll be my snacks. Breakfast is always porridge for me. And my son will have pancakes, which are in the freezer, egg muffins, pizza toast or bagel toast, or just a bagel with jam on or something like that. And then lunches, obviously he has packed lunches. Then I have lots of beans and chickpeas and tuna in the cupboard, so I will just have some tuna and rice cakes, or I'll have crunchy chickpeas and some leftover vegetables. Plus I've got frozen vegetables as well, so I can just cook some of that off if I need to with some chickpeas and tuna and stuff for lunches. So we have got stuff. We can eat fine. It's very easy for me to have a cheaper budget because it's just 2 of us. But I understand that people have got 4, 5 or more people in their family. It's going to be more expensive. But yeah, so I'm happy with this week's budget. And one thing is to not keep buying Mother's Day stuff and Easter stuff in my grocery haul. And that actually makes it a lot cheaper for me. And then buy those things separately. So I will do another video of everything I got for Easter for my son. And next week, as I said, there's not going to be a food haul. It's going to be a food challenge. So if you want to see what food challenge I'm going to be doing next Friday, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments any of your thoughts. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.